Hello, Voidolers, Armagus Fast Out, Olga! Welcome back to Chaos Head NoaH. Last time, Ayase came back into the picture, and she is so fucking cool. Like, we learned about her past where she was literally tortured. And like, oh my god. Hello, Nagitona, welcome to the stream. Oh my god, seriously, you guys. Ayase, absolutely my favorite. And hello, say it, welcome to the stream. Also, based on a certain character's behavior, Suwa, it looks like that he may in fact be the new gen killer, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, I would not have suspected him before this chapter. I'm sure there's like a bunch of stuff like from earlier showing him being suspicious, but oh my god. Alright, I got a different Eva model with me today. Evangelion Unit 6. To get into the spirit of things. Seeing as we're headed towards more antagonistic characters. Hello T, welcome to the stream. So, until, let's see. Oh, hello Antonia, welcome to the stream. Huh? I changed it to 23, Void. The second I poked my head into school on Thursday, Masumi-kun immediately invited me to go see Ayase in the hospital with him. Given that the idea hadn't even crossed my mind, it had caught me off guard. But before I'd even been able to respond, Rimi said she wanted to come to... hello, Sloom. Welcome to the stream. Cheers. Rimi said she wanted to come too for whatever reason, and I ended up being swept along with her as a result. Oh, fuckleberries. Now let me be clear. I had a heart and all. But considering the menace known as Shogun was drawing closer and closer to me, I didn't think this was exactly the time to show it. Oh boy. Well, you know what? You guys gotta join forces. And you still won't draw out your fucking power, Takumi. Is it gonna take someone's death? Like, is that what it's gonna fucking take? Like, someone to die literally in front of you? I didn't want to die. Coming in through the front entrance, Masumi-kun looked around the lobby in confusion. What's wrong?
いや、岸本の病室ってどこなんだろうなって思ってよ。
Well, I was just trying to figure out where Kishimoto's room was.
How do you seriously come this far without knowing that? This guy was beyond belief sometimes.
ここは外来棟だよ。
I don't hate Rimi. I'm just very, very suspicious of her. Oh god. Because there's still so much we don't know about her. This is the outpatient ward.
病棟は隣。
The hospital ward is next door.
そうなのか。
Shit, that right.
Daichin, get a grip already. Do. Ah, Tokyo General Hospital. It was a hospital I'd gone to ever since I was a kid. I'd even come here just the other day, so I was pretty knowledgeable on where everything was. Dr. Takashina's face flashed across my mind, and I involuntarily groaned to myself. As we walked to the hospital ward, Masumi-kun turned to me.
で、病棟の何号室だと思う？
So, which of these rooms is hers?
そんなのわかんないよ。
How should I know? You're the one who brought me here. This was a general hospital, so there are obviously a ton of different wards and departments. If I had to guess...
多分外科じゃないかな。
Probably not the surgery ward.
でももしかすると精神科かも。
But she could maybe be in the psychiatry ward. There hadn't been any visible injuries on Ayase after she'd fallen. And considering she'd attempted suicide, her mind had likely been brought to the brink. So her being in the psychiatric ward seemed very possible. Even I'd been taken to the psych ward after the uproar on O Friend.
タクって物知りだな。
Huh, you sure know your stuff, Taku.
常識でしょ常識ねタク
It's just common sense, you dork. Right, Taku? I don't think it's necessarily common sense. I might not have known if I haven't come here so many times in the past. Right as we're entering the hospital ward, Remy ground to a halt.
私お手洗い行ってくる先に行ってて
I gotta use the bathroom real quick to call show. You guys go on ahead. With a wave of her hand, Remy quickly headed back towards the outpatient ward. Thinking that wandering around the ward would cause problems for the patients, we decided to ask for help at the nurse's station. And just like I predicted, they told us she was on the floor for psychiatric patients. There's a sword. Oh! Already! Oh no. Oh god, I'm so scared to do them. Oh god. Hospital room had an area of around 10 square meters. I'm gonna say yes. There's a toilet to the right of the entrance, and there was a bed near the back. Setting sun shone through the window on the other side of the room. Ayase wasn't in the bed. Based on how the sheets were a little messed up, it looks like she had been there until very recently. Delusion driver, let's go.
Where the hell did she run off to?
Oh, we got the wavy lines. Who knows?
ま、戻ってくるまで待つか。
Well, I guess we're gonna wait till she gets back.
The moment he said that, Masumi-kun started rummaging around the room for some reason. He didn't even have a shed of decency. Right now, it wouldn't be wrong to refer to this as Ayase's room. A number of her things were lying around, and mixed with the smell of antiseptic was that nice scent you can only find in a girl's room. How would you know? How many girls' rooms have you been in, Takumi? Just kind of bursting into it when she wasn't there, it felt like we were peeping her into her private life. And I didn't feel very comfortable with that.
そういうの良くないよ。外で、待ってた方が。
We shouldn't. We'd be better off waiting outside.
ちょっと見るだけだって。お前も知りたいと思わねえのか？フェスの私生活ってやつをよ。
If even Takumi is telling you to be less perverted, come on, dude, you know you're crossing a line.
I'm only taking a quick peek. Come on, don't tell me you're not curious. About Fess's private life, I mean.
興味あるだろ?
Don't lie, man.
Okay, sure. Ayase's personal life was a total mystery. Surely a quick glance wouldn't be so bad. Masumi-kun wasn't showing even an ounce of hesitation, though. Her Jean-based bold attitude in my mind swiftly changed. Damn it. I turned to look at the door to make sure no one was coming, then turned back toward the room. Feeling my heart thump hard in my chest, I started with the bed. I took hold of the slightly ruffled sheets, and then, having no idea what to expect, I gently turned them over. I saw something beyond imagination. Oh, God. This is a delusion. Why would she have this? Hidden beneath the sheets was lingerie. A full set of lingerie. A pair of purple panties were scrunched up haphazardly. They've really clearly been taken off. Oh God, he's gonna do the thing, isn't he? This wasn't brand new condition. This is wholly entirely used. This was a private room. And that one could only gleam. And Ayase was the only one who could have worn these. Wow, I just got a fucking Vietnam flashback. That word. That's an early 2000s word. Even a late 90s word. Wow. I haven't seen that word in ages. Oh my God. Dang. It just occurred to me that the current teenagers of today, words like smexy and like the old internet slang must be to how my generation, to how tubular and radical of the 80s were to me. Oh my God. That is just kind of surreal to think of it like that. Yeah. So sexy. Usually that word was used for girls to refer to guys, which is an interesting use, but very, very period appropriate. Even maybe a bit reaching a bit too far back there, but yeah, probably appropriate. Because I'm only a couple of years older than Takumi. I was graduating college in 07. I hurriedly turned to check on Musumi-kun. Fortunately, he was too busy flipping through a magazine to have noticed my shocking discovery. I returned my glance to the underwear. I gulped. Ugh. My throat was dry as a desert. My trembling fingers, almost entirely on their own, reached toward the underwear. Feeling my pulse get quicker and quicker, I ever so softly touched them. For some reason, they felt, oh no, squishy, physical. Is she actually there? I'm talking about at the time it takes place, Boy Dweller. This is taking place in 2007. In 2007. I had just graduated college. Something wasn't quite right about this.
それは私のお稲荷さんだ。
What the fuck? How did that happen?
Takumi, those are my family jewels.
Yeah!
見ろよタク、変な本があるぞ。
Check it out, Taku. There's some weird ass stuff over here.
Thanks, Yunsheng. Welcome to the stream. I suddenly realized Musumi-kun was calling me. I was standing in the corner of the hospital room. The bed sheets weren't turned over, and there was obviously no sexy lingerie in sight. Huh. It had been just a delusion, huh? Okay. It ended with an extremely horrifying twist. So I'd made sure that memory remained forever sealed. Forever dugonged. He had taken a magazine from high up on the shelf and was staring at it fixedly.
New だぜ。New.
It's new, man. This is crazy.
この雑誌、まだ続いてたんだな。
I can't believe this magazine is still going.
New was a magazine that focused on all facets of the occult. UFOs, aliens, ESP, religion, urban legends, mysterious phenomena, super ancient civilizations, oil parts, etc. The pink-haired girl from AI Somnium Files would love it. It wasn't difficult at all to believe that our very own schizo shit-living Ayase would read it. Oh, come on, dude. Stop being so mean.
こっちの文庫本は、何々グラジオールキー黙示録詩編ファンタジー小説っぽいな。
Gladiole, here we go. Sounds like a gladiator ghoul.
And this book here. Let's see. The Gladiole Book of Psalms and Revelation. Must be some kind of fantasy book.
I wasn't familiar with that specific book, but the term gladiole did ring a bell. Where had I heard it again? I was pretty sure it had been pretty recent.
岸本と付き合うとなると、この趣味に合わせないといけねえのか。大変そうだぜ、これは。
Does Dayton Kishimoto come packaged with this crazy hobby of hers? God, that'd be so annoying to deal with.
Well, she actually does have powers, though. And he's still not giving up on dating Ayase, even after being turned down an instant last time.
Huh?
The sword! Suddenly, Ayase's D-sword came into the view of my eye. He was leaning against the window. He just noticed it. It looked like a space battleship right out of a sci-fi movie. Kinda. Since he used the term space battleship, I assume he's referring to Space Battleship Yamato, you know, the one with, like, space, the one that looks like a giant dick. It's, I guess, a little bit. Jeez. I'm not joking, by the way. Look it up yourself. My opinion on it hadn't really changed either. It was an awesome-looking sword, possessing equal parts beauty and cruelty. Even though it wasn't glowing, and even though it was just leaning against a window, it is still had the typical impressive feeling of presence to it. Masumi-kun showed no sign of noticing the sword. Oh, there's an really old school anime from I think the 70s called Space Battleship Yamato. Masumi-kun showed no sign of noticing the sword. Huh. So the eyes of normal people couldn't see them after all. I wonder. Don't you dare! Or maybe she can just summon another one or something, I don't know. But still, dude, come on. If I were to take it without Ayase knowing, would the sword become mine? Thanks, Armegas knows what I'm talking about. If I could really obtain a D-sword with zero effort, then there was no time to waste here. The desire to do so bubbled up within me. With a gulp, I timidly, ever so timidly, reached out for the sword. I grabbed the hilt. Well, I tried to grab it. Oh, can people not grab each other's swords? I see. Oh, that's interesting. Probably because she hadn't, like, you know, primed it or whatever. Semi-primed? I don't know. But my hand had gone right through it, leaving me grasping only thin air. I tried once more, but the result was no difference. I couldn't grab it. I couldn't even touch it. Does that mean the sword wasn't real booted? Probably. Yep, exactly. But still, the fact that he can see someone else's delusion is pretty damn amazing. As mutual recognition hadn't been achieved, it was no more than Ayase's delusion. An illusion, a dream, an afterimage. But the fact that you can actually see it, like normally people can't see each other's delusions, Takumi. Come on.
何やってんだお前。
What the hell are you doing, dude?
Sumi-kun looked at me in confusion. We then waited for around 10 minutes, but Ayase still showed no signs of coming back. Oh. Rimi! Oh god, Rimi! Oh, I hope you didn't fucking do anything to her. Same thing with Rimi. She was still in the bathroom, apparently. Where could she actually have gone?
リミってこの病室の場所知ってたか
Did Rami know to find this room?
Oh
crap. We'd asked for the location of the nurse's station after Rimi had left. She could very well be wandering all throughout the hospital as we spoke, not having any idea where we were, where this place was. She obviously needed to go duck out to contact fucking Shogun to set up his next wacky scheme. Oh yeah, I've heard it's a fantastic series, yeah. Welcome to the Stream Mystery Theater. Yeah, Leiji Matsumoto. The, of what I've heard, Galaxy Express 999, the inspiration for Honkai Star Rail, is also another great series. She could very well be wandering all throughout the hospital, so we spoke, not being able to get to where we were, where this place was.
あいつバカだからな。俺たちみたいに
No, she's
誰か
not.
に聞こうって発想がないのかもしんねえぞ。
Yeah, I mean, Harlock too. Totally classic series.
He's a bit of a ditz. Might not have occurred to her to ask someone like we did. A super intelligent specimens of humanity right here.
探しに
We should look for her. I felt uneasy not being with Rami. I couldn't say for sure that this hospital was safe. If Shogun were reading my mind right now, he would have known that I was here.
そうだな。待つのも飽きたし、タクもあいつがいないと寂しいだろうからな。
Oh god, oh god.
Good idea. I'm getting bored of waiting. And I know you're pretty damn lonely without her around it all, after all.
なあ、ぶっちゃけリミとはどうなんだ
Does Takumi's sister hate him? He has not spoken to her. Void. They haven't spoken to each other in a very long time. But he did see her. He did in fact see her. Takumi did see his sister, so we do know she's alive. But they have not spoken. So we have no idea, Void.
Hey, give it to me straight. What's the deal with you and Remy?
え
Huh?
付き合ってんのかって聞いてんだよ。お前ら、最近結構いい感じじゃね？
I don't understand, like, is this something that Remy, like, paid him to ask? Or... Because we know that, you know, Remy's just lying about everything, so... He said in that phone call that they were, like, friends since childhood, but that's definitely not true. She just made that up to get close to him because of Shogun. So... Obviously, Misumi must have been paid off or something. Like to say, like,
oh, yeah, totally. We've been friends for a long time. Just us as a big old trio.
and like, he doesn't seem like he's under duress. Maybe, like, she didn't threaten him, but she was, like, paying him a lot of money. Yeah, either that or mind control. But I don't think that Shogun is on the same side as Nozomi. Oh, that is true. She could have been using a delusion on him. Yeah, that is true.
I'm asking if you two are going out. You've definitely been giving off the vibes recently.
付き合ってないよ。
We aren't going out, per se. Despite what I'd said, my face was still flushed. Me and Remy dating. It was true that I've had delusions of that many times. Am I on the Remy route? I hadn't been interested in 3D in the past. But nowadays, Remy was becoming more and more important to me with every passing day. But back when Remy had said she'd stay by my side, she'd also said the following.
そんなの友達だからに決まってるでしょ
Because we're friends, of course. In other words, she only saw me as a friend. There was no way in hell she'd want to start a romantic relationship with an otaku freak like me. Well, it's a really good thing you didn't fucking jump her at that time when she was in your room, like you were thinking about doing, Takumi. My God. What were you thinking back then? Besides, Remy would probably be a bit slow on the uptake with that kind. No, she wouldn't. You guys are totally underestimating her. I hope she's not off murdering Ayase. I would be so fucking pissed. I split ways with Misumi-kun and went to look for Remy or Ayase. Oh god, I hope freaking Suwa didn't kill Ayase either. I hope nobody killed her. Misumi-kun had gone downstairs, so I decided to take my search above.
Amisha! No! Amisha!
Some random drunkard.
Ami-chan, where'd you go, Ami-chan?
I passed by an older patient in the corridor, probably around his 50s. He was staggering down the hall while calling out to someone named Ami-chan over and over. I ignored him and headed further into the corridor. That was random. Nobody seemed to mind me wandering around the hospital. Maybe since I'd used to come here pretty often. But for every corridor I turned and for every door I saw open, I felt my heart rate increase at the thought of Shogun appearing from them. And not only that, but the occasional crazy screams and cries coming from any number of directions weren't exactly good for my mental state. The corridor was uniformly dyed a cream color. Some of the rooms were open, some were closed, and to make sure there were no signs of Shogun being around, I peeked into a whole bunch of them. Each room had 2 beds lined up next to each other, with person-shaped bulges lying under the sheets like sleeping patients. But their faces were always in a blind spot, so I couldn't see them. There weren't many people walking through the corridors. Just a man calling for Ami-chan and a single nurse. Only 2 had passed by. Kind of unusual. I didn't really want to be here. I don't know why, but that feeling refused to leave me. The atmosphere was heavy. It wasn't oppressive per se, but I had the nagging feeling I shouldn't have been there. Oh boy. The spider sense. A little farther in front of me, the corridor made a 90-degree turn to the right. Did the hospital rooms continue through there, I wondered? As I pondered, I cautiously turned the corner. Ooh, is someone cast a freaking magical darkness? That ain't no fucking wall. That is literally a fucking magical field of dark energy. And I was immediately met with a wall. It's a delusion, likely. It sat in the vast middle of my path, and in various contrasts to the entirely cream-colored hospital, it was covered in black paint from top to bottom. Or could be like a Professor Layton type deal. A completely dead end. For some reason I didn't know my pulse quickened. What is that, like some kind of gateway to like the paranormal section of the hospital? Step from where I stood. Hello, Mr. Cool. Welcome to the stream. I don't think it has any text. Really? It does look like a Black Floyd. I don't see any texture on it. You guys see texture on the wall? I don't. Vision wobbled and shook. Thinking with vertigo, I tried to close my eyes, massage my eyelids and my fingertips. I wanted to feel my eyeballs twitching beneath them. A chill as cold as ice pulled up from my feet. I stood dead in my tracks, breathing out even breathe. Staring at the black. Probably there, deep in never-ending darkness. Even though there should have been anyone there, I felt like someone was watching me. Really? Because it does not look like it has any texture to me. Oh, the sound of the game is loud? Okay, thank you. Even though there shouldn't have been anyone there, I felt like someone somewhere was watching me. God's gaze pierced into the nape of my neck. Its presence was on a completely different level compared to how it would be at my base. Ooh. Don't look. Mustering all my mental strength, I managed to close my eyes. I finally was able to breathe again. I stepped back while gasping for breath. With my head facing down toward the ground, I fled through the corridor. God damn it, Takumi! You can't keep running away from the plot! God damn it, Takumi! Ah! sped back to the floor with Ayase's room, gasping and wheezing all the way. I touched the nape of my neck and felt sticky sweat oozing from it. But the sweat wasn't just coming from there. My entire body was drenched in it. Oh, what the hell was going on? Was Shogun reading my mind? The presence of God's gaze wouldn't go away. My wheezing and shivering refused to calm down. Exhaustion had devoured my motivation in an instant. I wanted to go home. I wanted to have Remy take care of me as we locked ourselves in my base. It wasn't like me visiting Ayase would make her happy. If anything, I'd probably do the... Stop! No! 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 Fucking hell. Really? That's a summary of Chaos Head. Hilarious, Nagitona. I was an idiot for coming along with Masumi-kun. That guy clearly had an agenda, and it was complete odds with mine. I had no reason to be here. He's still in the hospital, at least. I should just go home. Before either Shogun or Yua appeared. How are you still afraid of Yua? They always appear whenever I least expect it. I bet they pinned down where I was with ease. No matter where I was, I needed to be prepared. Tracing the wall with my hand, I staggered my way to Ayase's hospital room. Hadn't Masumi-kun gotten back yet? Hoping he'd found Remy and dragged my legs forward. I hope nobody died. Oh, God. Oh, this is a nurse. This is one, I think one of the nurses, right? Yamai-san is calling out to Ami-chan again. Seriously, Nagitona. It's like he is just obsessed with Yua. Like Yua hasn't appeared for so long in front of Takumi. We only have like 2 chapters left. It's a miracle how, like, if everyone's gonna get together to fight, like, the freaking Chaos Head. Or whatever. The Gargamel. I forget what it's called. I heard the voice of a nurse coming from ahead. Looking up, I saw that 2 of them were walking in my direction. One was young and the other was a well-built middle-aged lady. Who on earth could he be searching for? It comes from a ghost story that's been told in the hospital for a very long time. Ah, I see. Oh, wow. Huh. Well, isn't this convenient? Supposedly, there's a phantom hospital room that nobody can see. And Ami-chan is hospitalized there. Gladiole. That was it. That was the name. I got... Sorry, I got Gravel. It was Gladiole. Okay, yeah. The rumor has been going around for years and years. I looked back down and waited for the 2 to pass by. I held my breath to hide my ragged breathing. I could easily tell they were giving me suspicious looks, but they still ignored me all the same. As the 2 nurses passed me, I continued my endeavor and arrived at the nurses' station. I must have missed Ayase's room as it should have been a bit before. Oh no! Smurfs were 80s tapering into the very early 90s, you know. Clicking my tongue, I wiped the sweat off my forehead. It still felt like I was being watched. The depths of my chest throbbed with pain. My ears were ringing too. I felt absolutely terrible. My body was a total wreck. I hadn't felt anything like this at all when I first got here. What the hell happened to me and my body? Why the pain overwhelming me and becoming too much to bear. I went to ask for help from the nurses at the nurses station. Oh wow, we rarely see Takumi in the CGs. But there was only one nurse there. She didn't seem to have noticed me. Her back was turned to me and she was mumbling something while deeply absorbed in whatever she was working on. In her hand was a clipboard. She was writing something on that form stuck to it. Oh shit! Oh, fuckleberries. She's been brainwashed. Oh boy, oh boy. May the divine light save us. 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 Oh. I'd seen this person many times before. She was that one nurse, Hazuki-san. Oh, I read the full chant the first few times in Higurashi, but then she kept saying it over and over and over and over. Void. So I just stopped doing it because it stopped being creepy and then became just annoying in Higurashi. But if she does it only like you know 2 or 3 times, then it's fine. Oh, this was the Tokyo General Hospital psychiatry ward. Of course she'd be here. She already attended to me twice in the past month alone. Oh man, this was perfect. If I called out to her, she'd surely help me with it, whatever I... An urgent-sounding ringing noise suddenly ran through the room. Is she gonna go into the darkness? Hazuki-san put down her clipboard in surprise and operated a switch with her hand. Ringing sound was cut off. She'd probably been paid to do some nurse things, so she rushed out of the nurse's station in a flurry. Why hadn't she noticed me? Even though I was suffering so much pain right behind her. I could barely stay standing. The vertigo was awful. With no other choice, I decided to go running to the nurse's station to wait for someone to get back. I found a stool around where Hazuki-san was standing and sat down. Quick! Put on a lab coat and pretend to be a doctor. Or at least like a med student. My head ached. It felt like I'd had it back when the earthquake hit a week ago. But this pain had a different nature to it. Or so it felt anyway. I needed something to drink. Just trying to breathe hurt my throat, likely because of all the gasping and wheezing I've been doing. I casually looked around the area. My eyes then landed upon the clipboard Hazuki-san had been holding. Very next moment, what was scrawled onto it, and after I feel, is it just gonna be that? Well, she wants to freaking crucify a Fraggle. Oh boy. Oh boy. Huh. Whenever I got in for a checkup, Hazuki-san had always been writing something on that clipboard of hers, all while having the same gentle smile on her face. But she's actually evil. If I thought she'd been writing out the prescription she planned on giving me, my temperature, things like that. That was why. What was drawn there was beyond my comprehension. She fucking hates Fraggles.
これって
What the? I had seen it before. I already seen the shittily drawn sketch somewhere before. Oh wait, this exact sketch was drawn before? But where? Where had I seen it? My head ached. A stabbing pain pierced through it. The hairs on my nape of my neck stood on end. Yeah, that's a freaking Fraggle void. Yeah. Don't look at me! I picked up the clipboard. Countless medical forms were clipped onto it. I went to flip up the page. Ooh, all work and no page. All work and no play makes Jack look like a dull boy, eh? Oh boy. The second piece of paper had the same shitty drawing. I flipped to the next page. Third was also the same. This woman's hatred of Fraggle Rock and Earth has no bounds. Oh shit. And the fourth and the fifth and the sixth. Dang. Each and every one of them the same drawing. That's got either she's photocopying them or that's got to take some effort, like making the exact same shitty drawing over and over again. Like, I assume they're photocopies? Each and every one of them the same drawing scribbled on it, again and again. This drawing. Was the crucifixion. And on the 7th page, ooh boy, she's been fucking zombified. Takumi ran back to his base. God fucking damn it. Jeez. Yeah, no, she's totally under mind control. Ah, fuck. Where's Ayase? I hope nobody killed friggin' Ayase or fucking Misumi. Oh god. Evening fell on the roof of an old building in Shinsen. The building atop which Nishijo Takumi's... Oh. This is not Takumi. Evening fell on the roof of an old building in Shinsen. The building atop which Nishijo Takumi's container house stood, still as death. Oh, Senna is here. It was Aoi Senna's second time visiting it. First time been a few days prior, following encounter with Kozue and Takumi and Senaga. She'd gone to tail the boy in secret. Through this, the location was set in stone in her mind. You guys gotta help Takumi! You guys gotta get freaking the gang together! Your magical girl and otaku team. Oh, it's time. I don't like the sound of that. Oh boy.
Senna-chan, no. Kozubi doesn't think Kozubi and Senna-chan should be doing this. It feels really illegal. Kozubi hates thievy stuff from you.
Then why in the bloody hell did you come with me then? Senna regarded Kozue in a cold manner, refusing to even turn around to view her sagging shoulders, nor her long face. Senna had come here to infiltrate Takumi's room. Nishijo Takumi is not normal. That was the conclusion she had come to after speaking to him many times. He has powers beyond. He's a Terroromaniac. There was no doubt in her mind that he was distinctly different to normal gigglomaniacs like Kozue and herself. Yes, Nagitona! Yes, that's exactly Kozue.
Murder is okay, but I draw the line at theft.
Did he possess delusional abilities so abnormal it proved terrifying? Or could he perhaps be receiving some form of artificial support? Regardless of which it might be, the uncertain nature of Takumi greatly bothered Senna. As of the current moment, she was searching for a man known as Hatano. Really? I don't think we've heard that name before. There was a very real possibility Shijo Takumi had some kind of connection to him. I'm guessing, is Hatano like the Nozomi dude? I don't think we've ever heard his name. She had no conclusive evidence of this. But through investigating even the most lightly suspicious things with her own eyes, the possibilities would be torn down one by one. And with such methodology, she would find her target with
absolute certainty!
That was Senna's creed. The door had a padlock attached to it. With a slight scoff, she swung down her D-sword that had been preemptively rebooted. Padlock was effortlessly smashed to pieces.
Oh, Takumi-chan got real mad when he gets back.
Senna had already confirmed that Takumi had been heading from school toward the station with two of his friends. He's gonna need to buy a new lock. However, even if he were to find out, it would make no difference to her. When it came to attaining her goals, Senna had no qualms with others coming to detest her. Or even being reported to the police. Please, me being arrested is the equivalent of locking up a mage in Skyrim. She opened the door and stepped into the room. Senna could only grimace at the disastrous cesspool of her room. The endless piles of trash for a groan from her mouth.
Yucky! Bleh.
Why does it sound like you're enjoying this, Kozue?
Senna-chan, do you think Kozumi and Senna should take their shoes off?
I think we can make an exception. With a sigh, Senna ventured deeper into the room, shoes still adorning to her feet.
There's so many toys! Takumi-chan really is a pervert! Wow!
Paying no heed to Kozue, who seemed oddly impressed, Senna stood before the PC. Turned the power on without hesitation and scoured the desk with her eyes as she waited. Oh, is her piece? Does the PC have like some kind of hacking on it? Furrowing her brow, she picked up a piece of paper that had been left on the desk, an essay. Oh, she found this thing. Oh boy.
Ah! It's whose eyes are those eyes? We've hit the jackpot.
Kozue had peeked at the essay from behind Senna's back. She was now jumping up and down in excitement.
So Takumi-chan really was the whose eyes are those eyes guys after all's eyes. We found the legendary hero. Cause P was right. She really was.
In vast contrast to Kozue, Senna skimmed the essay with disinterest, then casually flipped over. The monster. The next instant, her eyes widened in shock. This can't be. Something was drawn there. It was a giant eye monster. With a math equation.
Look at all those people. Is that a robot? It says IR2 right there. Senna-chan? Did we unlock the key to an ancient mystery?
The sound of gritting teeth escaped from Senna's lips. Her expression was far more grim than usual, and the hand holding the essay trembled with anger. So, that's it.
西条 IR2 を生み出した張本人か
I don't know what IR2 is! Nishijo. He's the one responsible for IR2! Her voice forcefully stifled. She crushed the sheet of paper in her fist. I left the nurse's station and stumbled around the hospital, my mind buried in fog. I was doing everything in my power to avoid thinking about what I've just seen. Before I knew it, I found myself staring at the landing of the staircase, with Musume-kun gazing outside by the window. Okay, he's at least safe.
どうしたタク？汗びっしょりじゃねえか。顔色も悪いし。
What the hell happened to you? You're covered in sweat, dude. Everything, you're looking pretty pale, too.
顔色悪いのはいつもか。
Then again, pale's pretty much your permanent skin tone anyway.
もしかして走って探してたのか？そりゃバテもするぜ。無茶するね、お前って。
Oh, God, don't tell me. Were you running while looking for her? No way you're worn out. No wonder you're worn out. It ain't worth killing yourself over.
I wiped my sweat away and tried desperately to feign composure.
リミと岸本、見つけたぜ。
I found Rimi and Kishimoto.
Finally! Oh god. Oh, they're outside. She left the hospital? Despite what he'd said, I couldn't see either of them. And for some reason, he pointed outside the window.
あそこだ。
Over there.
As I caught my breath, I approached the window. I could see the outpatient ward from it. The outpatient and hospital wards are separate buildings, accessible through a corridor connecting them. They weren't all that far apart, though. Hospital ward had many floors, and landing I was on looked slightly down the roof of the outpatient ward. On that roof, shrubbery sporting red flowers formed a makeshift garden. It seemed to be a place where patients went to relax. Ooh, they're there. Oh, boy. Oh, no. In the center of the garden, I could see Rimi and Ayase. Ayase was wearing pajamas, and she was discussing something with Rimi. Those two shouldn't know each other, right?
なんか妙にシリアスに見え
She's
ねえ
being
か
like, bitch, I am the one who canceled you on social media, and if you don't do what I say, I will cancel you again. I don't know. Maybe. Jeez. Oh, God.
Not sure why, but it looks like they're discussing something real serious down there. Right?
Yeah. It almost looked like they were glaring at each other. Ooh, yeah. Come on. Freaking Ayase, kick her ass. Suddenly, yes! closed in on Rimi and slapped her right across the cheek. Fuck yes! Oh, yes! Even from where I was standing, I could tell that she hadn't held back one bit. Fuck yes! Best girl! Ayase then walked away from Rimi. She was heading in the direction of the passageway. She was probably going back to her hospital room. Fuck yes!
今ビンタした。
Sorry.
My man. Was that a bitch slap? I mean, literally?
I nodded. Even after being left behind, Raymond didn't move an inch. She simply stood there.
あの二人ってトラブル抱えてんのか？
Is there some kind of drama going on between them?
If there was, I knew nothing about it. I readily went along with Misumi-kun's proposal to pretend like we'd never seen what we'd seen. We decided to leave Rimi to her own devices and return to Ayase's room. The state of my body had mostly recovered by now, and God's gaze had vanished. It was to the point where it felt like the horrible sickness I'd been feeling had never been there in the first place. Oh. Check the room of darkness. Misumi-kun let out a sound from in front of me. I looked up in response, only to see Ayase walking over toward us. Her head hung slightly limp and her gaze pointed downward. Her steps were slow and lacked any energy, and her face was very pale. And her expression was, to no surprise, intensely somber. We had somehow managed to bump into Ayase right in front of her hospital room.
Yo, Kishimoto-san.
Yo, Kishimoto-san.
Misumi-kun gave the most eloquent greeting possible for him, to which Ayase raised her head in surprise. She looked at me, and then, despite seeming like she was on the brink of tears, she smiled at me. Why had she done that? Ooh, I wonder if she told Ayase that he saved her life. She heard about the uproar that happened in front of O-Front, about all the shameful things I'd done, or was she just being friendly? The former would be beyond depressing.
俺たち君のお見舞いに来たんだよね。
We thought you might be lonely, so we decided to pay a visit.
つうか岸本さん、パジャマ姿も可愛いじゃん。
Well, I've got to say, you're looking real cute in those pajamas, Kishimoto-san.
His passive pickup artist had acted in barely any time at all. Talk about rushing the objective.
入って
Come in. Although Ayase had treated Misumi-kun pretty coldly before, she didn't do that this time. Instead, Ayase opened her door and invited us in. She didn't show a single hint of having slapped Rimi just a few minutes ago. Was she hiding it well, or had she just already gotten over it in such a short time? As per usual, I had no idea what Ayase was thinking.
やっぱ見舞いに来たのは正解だったぜ。今日は好感触だ。
Taku, looks like coming to visit was the right choice after all. We hit the frickin' jackpot today!
Misumi-kun gave a small fist pump while Ayase wasn't looking, then excitedly entered the room. I reluctantly followed after him. In all honesty, I wanted to head home with Rimi ASAP. No! But I didn't have the courage to say anything to her. I didn't know the reason why, but being so fiercely slapped like that must have made her pretty depressed. And I knew I didn't have the words to encourage her. Ayase sat down on the bed, and Misumi-kun very casually sat beside her. Talk about daring. I couldn't help but be taken aback by Masumi-kun's mode of attack. Ayase gave Masumi-kun a single glance before fixing her gaze upon me. Being stared at so blatantly put me at a loss for exactly how I was supposed to respond. I didn't know what kind of expression to make, so I just ended up looking down at the floor.
怪我どう？もうだいぶ良くなってるみたいだけど。
How are your injuries? You look like you're already about ready to walk out of here.
なんか必要なものあるなら遠慮なく言ってよ。俺がすぐ買ってきてやるぜ。
If you need anything at all, do not hesitate to ask. My wallet is yours to command, milady.
He focused intently on Ayase's hand. If I had to guess, he was scheming on how best to grab it. That refined... Oh, he focused intently on Ayase's hand. If I had to guess, he was scheming on how best to grab it. That refined, slender hand. Should I just go? No!
小説とか読む？俺さ、グラジオール記黙示録詩編ってのが好きなんだけど。
Oh, god damn it!
岸本さん、知ってる？
Fucking hell, Misumi. I don't... Does she really look like a one-night stand type of girl to you? My god, that's all you're trying to get, dude. Seriously. Like, if that's your thing, that's fine. But, like, seriously, I really don't think that's her type.
By the way, are you much of a reader? Me personally, I'm a big fan of the Gladiol Book of Psalms and Revelation. You heard of it, Kishimoto-san? I had some... Those psalms are badass. I mean, I just read some and like, wow. That is the psalmiest of psalmic psalms I've ever psalmed. And man, those revelations blew me away. Gladiol was some major badass, huh?
Takumi.
Takumi. Leaving Masumi-kun's question unanswered, Ayase called my name.
君はグラジオールの七騎士の一人よ。
You are one of the 7 knights of Gladiol.
Huh?
Huh?
Oh, come on, Takumi. Seriously, you should know that this is real shit. The magic is real. You just gotta fucking accept it. You see the fucking sword, man. God. Right into the skit session, huh? Even the mayhem surrounding her attempted suicide hadn't been enough to change her at her core.
やっぱり導きだったんだわ。君と私が出会ったのは。
Us meeting. The event must have been brought forth by guidance after all. Quietly, dispassionately, Ayase narrated about what I could only call a totally chuny storyline.
君の邪心はとても強大。
Your wicked heart is immensely powerful.
だからこそ言うことなしなのよ。黒騎士としての素質は。
It's definitely chuny sounding for sure. But you ever see the show called Chunibyo, like the show that kind of like named it? I know, right, Mystery Theater? Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Takumi he's even more in denial than fucking Battler. My god. And I didn't think that was something that was fucking possible. Jeez. That is why it goes without saying. You have the makings of a black knight. Manifestly so.
君が今経験している苦しみはすべて神罰。大いなる意志による試練なの。
The suffering you are experiencing right now is divine punishment from above. A trial of the greater will. I think it's a really good show too, Sloom. I just think the opening scene completely mischaracterizes it. Like, seriously. Like, what the hell, Sloom? Like, it is not the kind of show the first scene makes you think it is. Like, Umineko did something similar, and just, I don't know why they do that. Jeez. The suffering you're experiencing right now is divine punishment from above. A trial of the greater will.
それを乗り越えた時に理想度は召喚されるわ。
Ooh.
君の手に必ず。
It's possible, Void Dweller. When you overcome it, your D-sword shall be summoned. It will become yours. Of this I am certain.
そして現れるのよ。
And then it shall appear.
邪神の黒き大蛇。あらゆる崩壊を飲み込み、
Yep.
邪神王の身を砕くことのできる。
The boss.
同質にして異質なるものが。
A dark, colossal serpent of wicked hearts. A being capable of devouring all corrosion, shattering the wicked-hearted king's body itself, and instilling heterogeneity in his homogeneity. Well, I say, didn't know if you knew, but I am 100% heterogeneic. That won't happen.
現実なの。グラジオール、理想度も。
They are real. Gladiole and the D-swords. You better believe her, Takumi. Yeah, the greater will may very well be the player. Or like the attractor field or something like that.
カマイたちがその証よ。
The Kamaitachi are proof of this.
実在しない現象は後世に言葉として残ることはないわ。
Non-existent phenomena have never had their names engraved in history.
知っている？語源を。
Do you know of the etymology?
カマエたち。
I thought she was gonna... Kamaitachi, the bearing of a sword.
それは理想度を意味しているの。
Thus, are D-swords.
信じて、匠。
Trust in me, Takumi.
グラジオールを倒すのよ。
Hell yeah! Come on! Takumi, if you don't say yes, I fucking swear. You are trying my patience. I fucking swear. You have like 50 opportunities to become a hero, and you are just denying every single one. We shall defeat Gladiole together. Hell yes! Gladiole, I remember that name. I'd seen that term back when I first been researching D-swords. It seemed that D-sword was a term used in literature and pseudepigraphia, referring to the legend of Gladiole. Or more specifically, a sword in it. I wasn't really sure, though. As I continued to think, Masumi-kun quietly got up and started to walk toward me. Good, it was not like a delusion trigger, it was a choice trigger. He went to go right past me, but just before he did, he put his hand on my shoulder.
俺外に出てるわ。
I'm, gonna hit that old dusty trail.
タク、押し倒しちまえよ。俺の読みじゃ、岸本はお前に脈ありだぜ。
Who else but Misumi? Let's see.
Take her down, Taku. My gut tells me you got some hope with Kishimoto. May God have mercy on your soul.
What?
Cha-cha.
Flashing me a mysterious smile, he left the room. And of course, that meant the only ones left in the room were me and Ayase. Oh no, we got deluded! Silence. Despite having going on and on about all that schizo shit, second fucking hell, man. Ayase no hung her head in complete silence. Her hands gripped the hem of her shirt as she rolled it up towards her, then straightened it back out again, then towards her, then back again. I guess I had to say something. But I had literally no idea what the hell she'd been talking about. Oh, here's an idea. Since I'd come here to visit her in the hospital, I gave her a few words of sympathy about her condition and call it good. But considering she'd put in the psych ward, I couldn't exactly just ask her about her condition. Oh, what was I supposed to do? If I knew it was going to be like this, I would have just left with Misumi-kun.
Takumi.
Oh, we're out of delusion. Takumi. Oh no, it's still waving around. Hearing my name made me jump. Ayase raised her head and held out both hands. Come. How do you mean? You know exactly what I mean. Huh?
こっちに来て。
Come here. Unsure of what she would do if I refused, I took a very confused step towards the bed.
もっと
Closer. Urged on, I took another step. Her hands touched. Then taking hold of them, she swiftly pulled me in. She lowered her head once more. She stared intently at my hand.
君は私を救ってくれた。
You saved me.
命の恩人よ。
I owe my life to you. That wasn't true at all. I just saved her by chance, nothing more. Not to mention, I didn't even know whether I'd actually created that flower in the first place. You did.
ありがとう。
Thank you. Oh, Ayase. Ayase's voice was shaky. Was she crying? Huh? I felt a warm sensation on my fingertip. I looked to see what it was. Oh my god! Oh god! Oh god! Demonetized! Oh shit fucker! Oh wow! Oh god! Oh god! For some reason I couldn't comprehend my index finger was inside Ayase's mouth. Oh god! Huh? What? Oh god! Oh my god, those noises! Oh god! Oh boy. I felt something soft and warm touch my fingertip. Oh god! It wriggled and coiled around my finger, then slipped into one of the gaps between nail and flesh. Huh. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be demonetized anyway, because this music, like, constantly gets copyrighted. How exactly have we gotten to this point? I was more confused than ever, but I didn't have it in me to resist. It just felt way too good. I was now entirely at her mercy. All she was doing was licking my finger, which she was holding in a particular way that you couldn't see the rest of my hand. So why was it so...
ラメ
Stop! Oh god, those fucking noises! Oh god, oh, is she gonna bite his finger off? Shit. The pleasure was such a sharp pain. I say it bitten my finger hard. Stop! It felt like she was biting right through to the bone. That was how painful it was. I frantically tore my hand away and eventually managed to free it from Ayase's mouth. Ooh, wow. Yeah, I see. Oh my god. I think I know where this is going. I think we all know where this is going. Her bewitching laughter filled me with fear. I quickly went to check the bite wound on my finger. It shone with Ayase's thick, slimy saliva. Blood dribbled from the tooth marks, but the blood wasn't red. What the fuck? It was a sinister black.
その血の色が黒騎士の証よ。
Dang! The color of your blood is the proof that you're a black knight. Wait, if all you wanted me to do was bleed, then why'd you suck on it for like 2 minutes beforehand? Reasons. Having a delusion like that, I was somehow able to endure Ayase's insane psychobabble. And pay attention to a single word, but Ayase didn't seem to notice. She only continued to talk about how Gladiole did this. Oh no! We missed her whole fucking explanation. Wicked Hearts did that while having a very serious expression glued to her face.
すべてはお告げよ。
It is all a divine revelation.
すでに渋谷に集っているはずなの。7人の黒騎士は。
Yep. Oh my god, exactly. That's a parent walking in moment for sure. That is 100% a moment where like the universe like would make your parent walk into the room. Absolutely. Like not the freaking 15,000 moments where they're just fucking talking with the sprites. No. Jeez. Oh my god. They should have already assembled in Shibuya. The 7 Black Knights.
あとは全員が覚醒するだけ。
Next is only for them to awaken.
急がないと世界は滅びるわ。
If we do not hurry, the world will be brought to ruin
グラジオールの手によって。
by the machinations of Gladiole. With both our shoulders drooping toward the ground. Wait, you caught up with Misumi? Misumi-kun and I descended to the first floor of the hospital ward.
俺もう岸本のことはどうでもよくなった。
Forget it. I don't care about that Kishimoto chick anymore.
これまでの俺のポリシーはな、タク。可愛ければ何でも許してやるだった。
Up till now, I've always abided by my policy. I'll overlook anything as long as they're cute. But now I think I've come to the common wisdom of do not stick your dick in crazy.
けどそりゃ間違ってたよ。あんな強烈な電波、俺には受け止めらんねえよ。
But now I know that was a mistake. Even I can't handle crazy bitch levels of that off the charts.
素直に梢ちゃんだけ狙うことにするぜ。
Dude! Really? Really, dude? I don't know, she seems like too young.
I'll just play it safe and aim for Kozue-chan from now on.
Really? If you're talking about crazy, she's way more insane. That's kind of hilarious. Oh god. What the exactly sure if that made things any better. I mean, Masumi-kun had an actual girlfriend he was dating. And Kozupi is like 10 times crazier.
お前マジですごいな。
You amaze me, man.
岸本のあの脳みそお花畑の話、よく30分近くも聞いてられるよ。俺尊敬したぜ。
I wonder what would have happened if I'd clicked the no delusion or the red. He probably would have walked out on her. Jeez. I hope that was the right choice.
I can't believe you were able to listen to Kishimoto's insane PS for only almost a half an hour. I seriously respect that. Game recognized game.
俺は3分も持たなかった。この俺がだぞ。
I couldn't even last 3 minutes. And we're talking about me of all people. Me! How?
Don't ask me. Ooh. Barely listening to Masumi-kun, I focused on my surroundings as I walked. And then, then I found a dazed girl standing in front of the outpatient lobby, Rimi. From a side view, I couldn't even see a trace of her usual energy. She seemed deep in thought as she gazed up at the lingering sunset, her hair fluttering in the chilly breeze.
おーい、リミー。
Hey yo, Rimi!
Rimi quickly turned after Masumi-kun spoke, her face brimming with surprise, and gave us a big wave. Finally, I found you guys! Oh, can you tell me if my voice is too soft? Because, yeah, with the new sound mixer, I can actually improve it now. The sight of her smile filled me with relief. I instinctively ran up to her. Of course, I couldn't exactly bring myself to hug her or anything like that, so that was as far as it went. Such a touching reunion. I'm so glad we're able to meet again, Taku.
どこほっつき歩いてたんだ?
Where the hell did you go?
病室どこかわからなくてあちこちさまよっちゃった。
I didn't know where the hospital room was. Silly me. I was looking all over.
ひどいよ。置いてくなんて。
I can't believe you just leave me behind like that. Rimi made a show of pretending to cry.
お前が先に行けって言ったんだろ。
Weren't you the one that told us to go on ahead?
そうだったね。
I did, didn't I? Oopsie.
で、岸本さんには会えた？
So, were you able to see that big Kishimoto-san? As I nodded, I noticed that Masumi-kun was grinning very obviously beside me.
お前、岸本にビンタされてただろ。
What the? You're just gonna tell her? Cheers.
Oh yeah, we did. And you got bitch slapped by Kishimoto, right?
さて、何のことでしょう？
What could you possibly be talking about? Rimi must have wanted to hide the fact that Ayase had slapped her. What? Oh, really shitty voice. That was why I'd been avoiding the topic and leaving it at that. Read the damn room, Masumi-kun.
隠そうったって無駄だぜ。俺は一部始終を見てたんだ。某家政婦のようにな。
There is no use hiding it. I saw the whole thing. Makes me feel like a gossip angry housekeeper or something.
なんだ、バレてたのか。
Guess I've been caught red-handed. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Her face now pointing down at the floor. Remy gave an awkward sigh, then gazed up at me.
もしかしてタクも見てたの？
Did you see it too, Taku?
そうだ。俺とタクで決定的瞬間をバッチリ見てた。
Yep, Taku and I saw the decisive moment where she let it rip across her face.
Dude, you don't just say that. I can't believe I'm lecturing you about freaking human interaction. Oh, what?
なんだ、それじゃあ必死にごまかそうとしてたのがバカみたいじゃない。
Oh, Bakami time. Oh, boy. Well, darn. I must look pretty stupid for trying so hard to hide it.
屋上に行ったらちょうど岸本さんがいたから、つい気になってたことを質問しちゃったの。
But yeah, when I went to the rooftop, I bumped into Kishimoto-san. He thought I just kind of asked her something that was on my mind.
そしたら機嫌損ねたみたい。
But what he said seemed to ruffle her feathers a little bit. Oh no. What did she ask?
なんだよ。気になってたことって。
Well, what was on your mind?
ね。
I really want to see what she's gonna say.
剣を見せてって。
I asked her to show me her sword. Huh? Oh boy, is she gonna fucking kill him? I feel like she's about to go on a fucking rampage or something. Oh god. No way. Could she really see D swords too? You're a gigalomaniac. She's a gigalomaniac. They're a gigalomaniac. I'm a gigalomaniac. How many gigalomaniacs are there? For a split second, that was my assumption. Only for it to be immediately proven wrong.
ほら、タクが前に剣のこと話してたでしょ?
So, remember how you told me about her sword before, Taku?
だから、私も見たいなって。
I kind of want to see it too, you know?
それで引っ叩かれたのか？意味わからん。
What? And you're telling me you got slapped for that? That makes no sense.
I did, Olga.
岸本って剣の話ばっかしてるのにな。
Oh, you heard me, Coco. You're right here coming. Because I just a big floof. Ay, jeez.
Kishimoto never shuts up about swords. So she should have been ecstatic.
さっきも病室に入った途端、グラディエーターがどうとか言い出して、マジビビったぜ。
I mean, the second we stepped into the hospital room, she immediately started droning on about this gladiator BS or whatever. Freaked me out, man.
The three of us walking shoulder to shoulder, we made our way through the outpatient lobby. The outpatient reception was already closed, meaning very few people were still there. However, the large TV screen at the end of the lobby was still surrounded by about 10 people or so. What's going on?
Maybe the newest new gen just hit?
My body stiffened at what Musumi-kun had so casually said, but immediately after that, Rimi. Nonchalantly grasped my hand. What are you trying to do, Rimi? Yeah, what about hamsters? Thanks to the warmth of her hand, my fear stopped there. The tension in my mind felt like it was melting away. Rimi was my sole support. Rimi gave me peace of mind. Rimi would stay by my side. Oh boy. It might be a little too optimistic, but I felt that as long as Rimi stayed by my side, I could barely, just barely, endure any fear that might come my way. Thank God Rimi was here for me. Good old reliable Rimi.
Hey, you two, check this out.
Oh God, I hope it's not somebody we know. Musumi-kun already made it to the TV and was urging me and Rimi over to it. All the other people there, patients with young and old, news and nurses, gathered around TV. Their eyes were glued to the screen. What the hell was going on? Should we go see? Two of us moved to a place where we could see the TV, with me guided along by Rimi's hand. I then timidly turned my eyes to the screen, and when I looked at the caption on the screen, completely dumbfounded. Ooh. They go to Patsy here. It was a news report announcing the arrest of the new gen culprit. I repeat.
今日午後3時半ごろ、警視庁渋谷署はいわゆるニュージェネレーションの凶器と呼ばれる渋谷で発生した一連の殺人事件のうち
Our report concerns the colloquially named New Generation Madness, a series of murder cases occurring in Shibuya.
9月29日に起きた通称貼り付け殺人事件の容疑者を逮捕しました。
At 3:30 p.m. today, the man suspected to be behind the crucifixion case that occurred on September 29th was arrested.
殺人容疑で逮捕されたのは無職駒枝慎吾容疑者25歳です。
Of course it was Komaeda! Of course! I should have known! He can't even stay in his own goddamn series. The suspect is 25-year-old Komaeda Shingo, who was unemployed at the time of his arrest.
容疑については先ほど渋谷署で行われた記者会見の通り、今のところ太田久さん殺害についてのみで
As per the interview conducted in the Shibuya police station earlier today, the suspect is currently only believed to be behind the murder of Oda Hisashi-san.
他の事件に関する容疑は今後追及していく構えです。
And the police intend on pursuing charges for the other incidents as soon as the investigation into the third concludes.
駒枝容疑者は太田さん殺害については容疑を認めており、
The suspect has confessed to the murder of Oda-san, testifying the following.
交際している女性が太田さんにしつこくつけ回され、カッとなって首を絞めた。しかしゾンビだったため死なず、貼り付けにして動きを止めた。
Really? That you're gonna define the word zombie? Are you fucking serious? Oda-san was stalking the woman I was with, and he refused to let up. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore, so I snapped and strangled him. But since he was a zombie and wasn't dying, I crucified him to stop him from moving anymore.
などと 意味不明の供述をしています。
The rest of his testimony is littered with countless other incomprehensible claims.
警察の調べでは、駒枝容疑者には現在交際している女性がいないことが明らかになっており、薬物を摂取していた疑いもあるとみて捜査を進めています。
According to the police investigation, it was found that the suspect was not, in fact, with anyone at the time of the murder, and they suspect he might have been under the influence of pharmacy. Oh, hello, Cassius. Welcome to the stream. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that should be in like a month or two. We're continuing with Trails. I was in a state of sheer disbelief. The TV screen was repeatedly broadcast a recording of the suspect being transported by car. Thank you so much for watching it. The flashes coming from the mass media surrounding the car made the screen flicker violently. The suspect was completely covered by his jacket, so I couldn't see his face. Taku. Raimi whispered to me as I stared at the TV screen. Her hand squeezed my own. Yeah, it sounds like a fucking patsy. See, Taku? You really aren't the culprit. That Shogun guy was just a silly little prank someone was playing on you. And Kusunoki-san just came to the wrong conclusion. Right? With this, a neat little bow's been put on pretty much everything. No need to investigate further. No need. You don't need to be afraid of something lurking in the dark anymore. She was right. Since the culprit behind the crucifixion had been arrested, that automatically meant it couldn't have been me. I hadn't been sleepwalking, nor did I have multiple personalities. This proved that I was completely normal. Well, relatively. And at the same time, also to prove that I'd seen Rimi covered in blood at the scene. It wasn't real, it had to be a delusion I'd come up with. It was over. The nightmare that had been tormenting me without end for almost a month was finally over. Being afraid of shadows, being afraid of God's gaze, trying desperately to get a D-sword. None of these things were necessary anymore. Oh, you recommend stopping soon since it's going to be big scenes after this? Okay. But even so, why? Why was there this feeling of unease deep within my chest? Because Rimi is a gaslight keep girl boss. Shogun being a prank? And the person behind it was just stalking me for shits and giggles? It didn't feel realistic. Maybe I was only thinking like it because I've pretty much forgotten all normal logic and reasoning over the last My phone vibrated in my pocket. I'll stop as soon as this scene ends, I think. It was on vibrate. Phones still weren't allowed in the hospital. Really? I let go of Rimi, exited through the front gate, then pulled out my phone.
Hi.
Hello? Right, bye, Nagituna. Who is this?
Dare?
Who's so sad here? Who is it? I braced myself. You may pass me and started playing again. I quickly went to check the name of the caller. But it was a restricted number. I was hit with a really bad feeling when finally going to hang up. Oh no, she's really kidnapped this time. Big bro. horribly pained voice that came through the phone was unmistakably Nanami's.
Nanami.
Nanami. Give me back. The fuck? My right hand. The fuck? Well, that was creepy. Like, okay. Yeah, the hand disappeared. Wow, chapter 8 is long. Alright, we'll probably finish chapter 8 next time, but dang. Wow. Okay, we got fully caught up with Ayase. I hope I didn't totally fuck over my chances, but like, I'm kind of torn if I want to get Ayase's ending first or last. Like, I don't know. I want to like be nice to her, but at the same time, like, I want to save hers for last, aside from the true ending. All in all, I still think I'm headed towards a normal ending. But yeah, we'll continue this next time. And yeah, Ruina is on Tuesday, and this will be on Thursday. So until then, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, saying good night. You are the sweetest of hearts. See ya.